In this video, we are going to talk about the structs in C# and differences between the class and a struct in general. The biggest difference between the two is that a struct is a value type, and a class is a reference type, so the struct resides on the stack and the class resides on the heap. I'll create a simple struct called dimension and create two fields, width and height, to demonstrate some other differences. The other big difference is that a struct doesn't support inheritance, and therefore it is invalid to use virtual, abstract, and protected keywords inside of it. Let's create a struct in the program.cs and print out the width field. In the result we get 0, and that is because all the fields will be initialized with their default values. Compared to the class, a struct cannot be null, because it is a value type, just like an integer, for example. If I add a constructor to the dimension struct, before C#11 it was impossible to define a constructor without initializing all the fields in the struct. If I change the target version to 6, we'll see a compiler error. If I also define an empty constructor and set some values here like 100 times 100, an interesting thing is that I can still access a default struct constructor which does zeroing of all the fields, which means setting them to their default values. I can do that by using the keyword default, and now I get zeros in the output again. A struct can be read-only, so if I try something like this, it wouldn't work. The last thing I want to show you in this video are the ref structs. As already said, structs are created on a stack by default, unless they appear as a field in a class. In this case, a struct will end up on a heap. If we want to force the struct to always be created on the stack, we can use the ref keyword before the struct definition. In that case, we would get a compiler error that it's not possible to use dimension inside of a class because it is a ref struct. That was it for this video. Thank you for watching.